Okay guys, I'm sorry that my videos are always pretty horrible. It's like giant shadow on my face. I'm driving to Lander and it's Sunday afternoon, and as you guys know, Lander is to the west of northeast Wyoming, so I'm driving right into the sun. It's getting a little better. I'm going a little more north now. But anyhow, I'm going to the Agriculture Committee and we're going to talk about pine beetle funding and more of a permanent funding source. We're not so as to basically, the idea is so we're not running amendments to the budget to try and ensure that our program is funded every year. We're looking towards a permanent funding source and something that can be there for all forest health projects in the future for the state of Wyoming. It's one of those things, you know, look, tourism and agriculture both depend on healthy forests and healthy timber, and that's number 2 and number 3 as far as our revenue stream is concerned. Tourism being number 2 and agriculture being number 3. I just went past Hell's Half Acre. It really looks like hell. Yep. So anyhow, we're headed that direction. We're going to talk about that. The Wyoming Food Freedom Act was on the agenda until a couple days ago, and it got taken off the agenda. So I'm going to find out what that's about, and we're going to talk about food freedom, whether some people want to or not. It's pretty important. I'm pretty passionate about it. I think if you're on this page and you're watching this video, you're probably getting tired of listening to me talk about it, but it's an important aspect, and we're going to fix it. So, and we're also going to talk about the state engineer and his roles. In statute, it specifically defines what he can and cannot do, and we're going to do some cleanup work on that, maybe. Depends. We'll see where the committee's at on that one. We're also going to talk about beekeeping. Yeah, beekeeping and the role of government in beekeepers' lives. As minimal as possible. The specific part of what we're talking about has to do with whether or not they qualify for an agricultural exemption. My opinion is yes. Absolutely, they should qualify for an ag exemption. I know some of you, Gary, you've spoken on my page. You're a beekeeper. You do a pesticide-free honey, and good on you for doing it. You've stated that you just really don't want any special favors done, and I really respect that. To those that don't want the agricultural exemption, I'd say don't take the agricultural exemption then. But I think if we're going to have an ag exemption in place, I think that it should cover all of agriculture, and honey is a pretty big part of agriculture in the state of Wyoming. So that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk to you guys about it afterwards. So I've got 2 days of this meeting, so it should be pretty good. I've always enjoyed the Agriculture Committee. Just really looking to get some stuff done in that committee. We've yet to get anything like really big done, or go over anything controversial, or take the bull by the horn. So I'm hoping this meeting is going to be that. Pine beetle funding, boy, that's an important one, and hoping to get it done. Right after I'm done with that, then I'm going to get back in my car and I'm going to drive to Saratoga, Wyoming. We're going to have a corporations committee meeting. So it's a busy week for me. Going to be crisscrossing the state, seeing a lot of good country. Nothing quite as good as House District number 1. That's Crook and Weston County. But not everybody can be number 1, can they? So we'll handle that job for them. Anyhow, if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below in the box. Put it right down there. I will try to get with you. I should have some time this evening, or tomorrow evening, or the following evening. I've got time. I'll answer your questions. Hit me up. We'll talk to you later, guys. Bye.